A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. In a significant move that is poised to reshape the artificial intelligence landscape in the United States, President Donald Trump signed an executive order on Thursday aimed at establishing a national regulatory framework for AI. This order, titled Ensuring a National Policy Framework for Artificial Intelligence, has stirred considerable debate by undermining the authority of individual states to enact their own AI regulations. The executive order comes at a time when the AI industry is rapidly evolving, and many stakeholders are concerned about the potential pitfalls of a fragmented regulatory environment. The new order creates an AI litigation task force within the Justice Department, designed to challenge state laws that the federal administration deems incompatible with its policies. This task force will actively pursue legal action against states that attempt to implement their own AI regulations, which could lead to significant legal battles over the control of AI governance. In addition to the task force, the executive order directs the Department of Commerce to develop guidelines that might restrict states from receiving future broadband funding if they enact what the administration describes as onerous AI regulations. This move is seen as a direct response to concerns raised by AI investors, conservative think tanks, and technology trade groups, all of whom argue that a patchwork of state regulations could hinder innovation and weaken America's competitive edge in the global AI arena. Among the proponents of this federal preemption is White House AI and crypto advisor David Sacks, who has been vocal about the need for a light-touch regulatory approach. During the signing ceremony, Sacks emphasized the importance of allowing companies to innovate without the burden of excessive regulations. The EO gives your administration tools to push back on the most onerous and excessive state regulations, he told Trump, while also acknowledging the administration's commitment to protecting certain areas, such as children's safety. The executive order highlights the administration's belief that for U.S. AI companies to thrive, they must be free from cumbersome state regulations. To win, United States AI companies must be free to innovate without cumbersome regulation. But excessive state regulation thwarts this imperative, the order states. This sentiment reflects a broader strategy by the Trump administration to consolidate regulatory power at the federal level, particularly in industries viewed as critical to national competitiveness. The signing ceremony was attended by key figures in the tech industry, including Sacks and venture capitalist Chamath Palihapitiya, as well as Senator Ted Cruz and Commerce Secretary Howard Lutnick. Their presence underscores the political backing for this regulatory shift, which many see as a victory for major tech firms like OpenAI and Google, who have lobbied for reduced regulatory constraints. As the AI sector continues to grow, companies have been actively establishing a presence in Washington, D.C., and have launched substantial lobbying efforts, including a super PAC with at least $100 million earmarked for the upcoming midterm elections in 2026. The push for a unified federal standard comes in the wake of concerns that varying regulations across states could impede the United States' ability to compete internationally in AI technology. A draft of the executive order had previously circulated, proposing a single federal standard for AI regulation rather than a fragmented approach across 50 states. Although an initial proposal included a 10-year ban on states regulating AI, it was ultimately removed from the Republican spending bill prior to the executive order's signing. The implications of this executive order are significant. The Attorney General is tasked with establishing the AI litigation task force, which will focus solely on contesting state laws that regulate AI. Moreover, states that fail to comply with the federal guidelines could face restrictions on their funding eligibility. The order mandates that within 90 days, the Secretary of Commerce must outline the conditions under which states can qualify for funding from the Broadband Equity Access and Deployment Program, a $42.5 billion initiative aimed at enhancing high-speed internet access in rural areas. As the AI landscape evolves, the tension between federal and state regulations is likely to intensify, with advocates for both sides preparing for what could be a prolonged legal and political battle over the future of artificial intelligence in America. The Trump administration's bold move to assert federal authority over AI regulation marks a pivotal moment in the ongoing discourse surrounding technology governance and innovation. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.